What is going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today, I had found the best website I've ever seen. IGN made a best gods for beginners tier list. Like, it's not a tier list, I guess it's more of just a list. But they talked about just a bunch of easy gods to be playing if you're new to the game and you want to just play something easy, pick it up, understand the game, and then dip into the harder gods. I saw the first god, and let me tell you, this is not the list to be using for the best gods for beginners. And then I'll give you guys some easier gods in place for every role. But yeah, this is it's just funny. December 8th, 2021. So this is about a year ago. So the gods from last year or this year are not going to be added, but still, this is season 8, basically the same thing. There's well over 100 gods with various abilities, skins, play styles. How many skins are in Smite now? Like, it's got to be like probably close to 2K, maybe like 1,600. Play with when you're just starting the game. So here's some of the best beginner-friendly gods in the game. This is the one that I saw first. Nox. Guys, Nox is not a beginner-friendly god. You're going to be missing every ability, and you're going to be like, why does this god do no damage? Why is my 2 not doing damage when I put it down? Why does it take 9 seconds to pop? Why is my 1 a skill shot? Why is my ult a skill shot? Why is my dash the most damage in my kit, and I have to die after doing it? Nox is not... You don't have to... Nox... You don't have to play Nox. Guys, there's easier ones. Not Nox. Not Nox. They even have a little paragraph. Nox's kit is based around a very simple 1-2 combo. Use Siphon Darkness to silence your enemies, and then lock them in place with a Shadow Lock. Afterward, you can use their ultimate ability, a long-range projectile called Night Terror, to finish off any low-health enemies. Because you can both deal high damage by yourself and assist other gods with crowd control abilities, Nox is a very good start if you like playing mages. Well, let's see. This part is true. Very simple 1-2 combo. You put your 2 down, and then you 1 them. The problem is your 2 does literally 0 damage unless you hit your 1. Unless the enemy team is blind. This part is kind of true too, but it's another skill shot. Like, if you're not hitting the ability, you're gonna be doing no damage. And then there's just better gods to be playing if you want to do like high damage. And Nox isn't even like that high damage. She's like single target. She's like single target high damage. And then if you want to use other crowd control abilities and you like mages, there's other places to look, not Nox. Next up, Hebo. I mean, Hebo makes a little bit of sense. The only problem with Hebo is that his abilities are all so short range. You're just going to have, like, Hercules walking at you, and you're going to be wanting him for 85 damage, and he's just going to kill you. But yeah, I mean, Hebo makes, like, a little bit of sense. He's not that hard to play. I just think he's not very good right now. Honestly, I don't hate this one. I don't hate this one. I think he's a little unsafe, which is like maybe a reason that I wouldn't recommend him. But his abilities are really easy. His 1 is this big cone. His 2 speeds you up, slows down enemies. His 3 is a knock-up that's actually pretty big. And there's also just a massive line ability. I don't hate Hebo for this one. But Scylla, I swear her 3 is one of the harder abilities to understand when you're like getting used to the game and like using it well and like remembering to put it down and when to use it and stuff like that. Scylla's combo is based on 2 abilities. Sick 'em is a line ability that roots enemies hit in place, and then using Crush, a large AoE ability to deal damage. Her ultimate, I'm a Monster, is Scylla's most recognizable ability. However, she kills an enemy with it, cooldown reset. She can use it again immediately because Scylla can very quickly kill the enemy team with a few very place casts of her ultimate. She's very popular for both new and old players. She is popular, that's for sure, and I think it's just because it goes back to like season 1. MLC Stealth kind of made a name for himself and a name for Scylla. Nobody else is really playing him or her, and he was just absolutely stomping with her. I think she's just not another easy character to play. Her kit is kind of simple, but like her 1 is a slow line ability. Her 2 is a skill shot. Her ult is a skill shot. Her 3 is a bit confusing as to start off. If you want something that's like an easy mage to be playing, I think gods like Anubis. Anubis is very easy to play. Build some lifesteal and just hit the people in front of you. Ra's a little skill shot reliant, but he's really easy to play. He's just got line ability. His 2 gives him slowdown, and then his 3's a heal. Those are both just 2 really easy characters. And then if you want some CC on your god, just lock in Hades. Hades gives you a billion CC and 1 ability. Again, I don't hate the Evo. I don't hate the Scylla. Nox, on the other hand, a little laughable. I just think there's easier mages to be playing. Now they're talking. Cupid. Fantastic. This is a fantastic starting out hunter. The adorable little cherub, Cupid can both heal his allies and have some of the strongest crowd control abilities in the game. Versatile and straightforward, Cupid is a fun and powerful god to play. I wouldn't say that his CC is some of the strongest in the game. He is good and he's easy, but his 1 you have to auto like 8 times before it's a stun. His ult, they have to sit in a field that they can easily beads and get out of, or just ult and get out of, or dash for some cases and get out of. Still, I don't hate it. It's not bad. Neath, another banger. IGN is starting to pop off. Arguably one of those I'm pretty sure she's still got to be the most popular. She's the starting one. Neath's abilities are very powerful, making her a good option if you're struggling with basic attacks. Yes. That's not a bad one also. You know, mages, hunters, Claps for IGN.
Refreshed.
Oh, another banger. Hachiman. Not too bad.
Boring.
If you're confident in landing your basic attacks, Hachiman is a great option. If you like balancing both auto attacks and abilities. Yeah. I don't know why that read so weird. Or maybe I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I take it back. I don't think Hachi's that good to be playing. I think his ult handles very weird. I still get confused with how to use his ult. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's a me problem. But Hachiman might not be deserving of this list. I'll say maybe for Hachiman. Maybe for Hachiman. The other two, good job. Next up, Bastet is at her best at the very beginning of the game. So she's especially rewarding for those who like to make splashes. No. No. She is a mid-game character that scales well into the late game. Her early game is pretty bad. They don't even talk about the ultimate. The ultimate is probably the hardest ability to hit in Smite. I'll be honest. Unless you're like barrel stuffing it, it's one of the hardest abilities in Smite. I don't know if Bastet is deserving of being the easiest assassin or an easy assassin. I think maybe someone like Fenrir would have been a lot easier. I don't know if Fenrir's on the list, but I don't like Bastet being on here. I feel like she's not a beginner-friendly god. Now this is another hit. Odin, very, very... Why is this portrait so big? It goes like tiny to this absolutely humongous Odin portrait. Either way, Odin is very, very easy. One of the easiest gods in the warrior role to pick up and play because of how well all of his abilities complement each other. This is really good. Odin, very, very good warrior to be starting out with. 100% recommend. Banger for IGN there. Nike, another banger. Someone known as the goddess of victory, but more so known for the athletic company. Nike is great at both supporting her team and tanking through heavy damage. This one's a good one too. Nike is another really, really good one to be playing when you're first starting out because it's just so not easy to be playing her or not hard to be playing her. You can play Nike pretty poorly and still do well because you just kind of stand in front of people and just eat damage. Also, people aren't really building pen when you first start out, so you feel even tankier. But once people start building pen, you'll realize you're really not that tanky. First Guardian on the list, Athena. Yeah, I mean, Athena's a pretty easy god. Her 1 is a slight charge dash. Her 2 is just this big cone. Her 3 is something you place down, and after a couple seconds, it pops again and does damage. And then her ult, she just ults over to wherever she needs. Wherever she's needed. Out of nowhere. She's like Allstate, I think. I think that's like the commercial where like something bad happens and then the Allstate guy pops up, I think. Anyway, Athena, very, very good. A good start to the Guardians. Ares. Brother to Athena, Ares is also a very supportive god. I mean, Ares isn't really the most supportive Guardian in the game. He's probably one of the least, actually. His supportiveness is killing the enemy with you before the enemy can get away or kill you. I still think he's not a bad support god to start with. His 1 is a line ability, which is a little tough, but his 2 is very easy to understand. You just pop it, get tanky. His 3 is this giant cone of damage, and then his ult is probably one of the most known low-level ultimates in the game. So Ares, I'm fine with, even if his 1 is a line ability, still a very easy god to start out with. And that looks like the end of it. Let me know what you guys think about the IGN list. Did you guys agree with it? Disagree with it? Who would you guys recommend if you had a friend brand new to the game, wants to play every single role, and he wants you to give you a god in every role? Who would you guys recommend? But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. See you guys again next time. Peace. Merry Christmas, too. I forgot to say anything about Christmas in the other one. I wish you a Merry Christmas.